Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Monday, the 20th of January, 2025. We're going to start with the synoptic as per usual. This is lunchtime yesterday, and we've still got this high pressure hanging around over Europe, which is blocking the Atlantic lows from getting into the country, which is basically holding off the any sort of change in air mass, which isn't great. So we can see this cold front yesterday down the west coast of Ireland through midnight last night. It's not moved very much, and by lunchtime today, it's only just crept into Ireland and Scotland. And if we keep moving this forward in 12-hour steps, we can see that it all turns into a load of occlusions and still doesn't get down as far as Lasham by lunchtime tomorrow. And by lunchtime Wednesday, there's probably going to be a decent change of air mass. But it's another high that's building. Sorry, there's another a low coming in from the Bay of Biscay now, which may well just give us a bit of a change of air mass there. The sat pic, as we approach sort of daylight hours here, you'll see the sun coming in. The layer cloud that was complete 8/8 yesterday does appear to be starting to break up a little bit. So that there's a little bit of optimism today that we might get a break, but I'm afraid there's also a little bit of rain around that there wasn't yesterday either. And that we may well get some of that today as the day develops. And if we move on to the rain forecast, we can see as we run this through, there's that block of rain just north of Southampton there, coming up the M3 sort of corridor, and that's going to be around certainly for a few hours, maybe till about 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. So although it's starting to brighten up now, and it looks quite promising, we may well just get a bit of light drizzle for a few hours as the day goes on. But we'll keep an eye on it and we'll see what happens. ODM's tough then, quite extensive this morning. They're forecasting a southerly wind at 5 knots with 3.5 kilometers visibility in mist, scattered clouds at 500 feet, broken at 3,500 feet, and then becoming over the next hour, 10 kilometers visibility with no significant weather, with few clouds at 1,400 feet, broken at 3,500 feet, and then temporarily from 10 o'clock through to 6 o'clock, broken at 1,400 feet with a 40% chance that temporarily in that similar period up to about 5 o'clock visibility to about 4 kilometres and light drizzle with a cloud broken at 500 feet. And again, a 40% chance that after 5 o'clock there's a bit more mist and drizzle. The Farnborough TAF is a variable 3 knots, greater than 10k visibility, broken at 1,600 feet, and then temporarily between now and 6 o'clock, 9 kilometres visibility, broken at 1,200 feet, with a 30% chance in that same period visibility down to 4 kilometres in light drizzle mist, with cloud broken at 800 feet. Spot winds then to the north of us, 1,000-foot wind, 230, 5 knots, and to the south of us, 160, 10 knots at 1,000 feet. Windy is showing very, very light winds, sort of southwesterly airflow there throughout most of the day, and the Met Office for this sort of local area confirms that they've got southwesterly 3 to 4 knots through the main part of the day. They're also showing overcast with a slight chance of precipitation and the humidity being up certainly in the 90s throughout the whole day, which is never great. GFS are forecasting about 5 knots, 5 degrees at lunchtime today, with a dew point down at about 3. And the local weather station just a few moments ago was showing just about 2 centigrade with the dew point down at 0. Camera on the south side at about 5 to 9 there shows a lot of low cloud there, and the visibility being quite reduced. SkySight is quite optimistic with their cloud and cloud base. They're showing a cloud base rising up in the sort of mid part of the day, well above 1,000 feet. And if we have a look at top meteo from 9 o'clock onwards, We can see the darker mustard yellows are disappearing there, and the lighter yellows and pale yellows are starting to appear, showing that cloud base is going up in our area. But it's not much above about 1,000 feet, maybe 1,500 feet at the best. So no times today then. We have to the south of us Goodwoods. Their hours of operation today are 0900 to 1630. 14 is Oakhanger. That's a rat that's applicable to UASs only. 16 is Winchester live firing. The danger height's up to 1,100 feet AMSL. 17 is Waverley. There's flares up to 1,500 feet there, but from about 4:15 onwards. 19 is Aldershot. Again, the illuminance from 1800 onwards, not really relevant to us today. 20 is Ash Ranges. Delta 132 is active today. 22 is Blackwater. It's illuminance all day long, up to about 750 feet MSL. And 23 and 24, Burfield and Welford, similar to Oakhanger. It's a rat for the exclusion of UASs. So we'll now have a quick look at the local airfield briefing, and we will start with the usual Odium cross-section. And you can see there's a lot of low cloud there. There's a 40% chance that temporarily that will be scattered to broken stratus. We may get gaps in it. But above that, just above 1,000 feet, there's also a similar layer of scattered and broken stratus or strata Q, and then above that, a more well-developed layer of strata Q, which is just broken. Weather warnings are nil. Actual weather mist becoming nil, but a 40% chance that light drizzle, mist and haze will be around up until maybe about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So glider bookings then, we've got one K2RE1 booked for instructional flying, one on the casual list. None of the single-seaters are booked. They're all available, and there's no one on the casual list. The simulator is available as per normal. There's one movement which is yet to be confirmed. The latest information was that at 15:30 there's an A321 departing. The general situation today is there's a high pressure over Europe, and it's still blocking the Atlantic weather systems, and low cloud remains an issue with us. Runway 27 will be used today for launching, cables on the boom to the south. Excuse me, landing on the grass of 27 either north and south. Excuse me, the going is soft firm, but still avoid using the wheel brake unless it's absolutely necessary. And please do not land or taxi on the disused runways shown in red on the next slide. And of course, at the end of the day, please clean your gliders. So here's the setup today. Launch point vehicle will be in here, just to the north of the center line, aerotowing to the north, winching to the south. We've got sort of light southwesterly wind and landing on the grass either side. That's it from me today. If we do go out, have a great day's flying. Enjoy yourself. Please keep it safe, and I shall see you shortly.